Hey there, welcome to Farm or Ranch Daily. I'm Gabe, and today we're gonna hopefully be getting this triple nickel Cummins running. I should have looked up the stats, I can't remember them quite. But they're, I think, pretty close to 200 horsepower motor. I know a long time ago when I got it, I could not find the torque on it. But it's a, it wasn't an ag-gator 2004 or I don't know. This motor was in a big sprayer. Probably post a clip of one in here of what it came out of. It was in a tornado and it was rolled over and was ruined. So the guy who had it scrapped it out, cut the front end off, and I bought the front end. Supposedly it ran. This is what was gonna go into the 70 Ford. I had the 70 Ford for years and I started to build on it. But then I didn't want to spend the money on a 12-valve Cummins, and I was like, hey, this is cheap and it comes with a 10-speed transmission. So I decided I'd get that and put it in my truck. And then I decided it was a bad idea and wouldn't fit. Actually, it would fit barely. It's not a whole lot bigger than a 7.3, but it is, and it's too much weight, and I figured driving around pastures and daily driving, I didn't need to have a 10-speed. So I figured I really wanted a 12-valve Cummins in that truck, so that would be a 12-valve Cummins build. But this here, I ended up having because I bought it for that truck and didn't use for that truck. So I ended up buying a truck for the motor. So my next video will be the video on the truck that this will go in. And I already bought it, so hopefully this starts and it's a good motor. I'm going to start it in this video. The transmission's off and lying beside me, probably out of camera view. I'll show you the motor a little bit. So, kind of the funny thing about it is it has no injectors. Well, actually, let's start off with that. It has sat here for about a year. Me not thinking about it being uncovered. There's the 70 fire truck hood, by the way. It's uncovered, so I got water in it. But last I checked, it was still free. But the bad thing is, it's gonna build some pressure in the cylinders. So hopefully I don't bend a rod or bend a valve or anything like that when I create compression with the water in the cylinders. I was able to spin it over by hand, so I figure it'll be fine. The starter's bad on it. So I'm gonna be starting it in a very unprofessional way. But it has no glow plugs or grid heater. So I'll probably put like a 2nd gen 12-valve Cummins Dodge grid heater in it. No glow plugs. So I don't know how it is for starting in winter. But then also it does not have injectors. So there's no way for me to relieve pressure from the cylinders. And if you're wondering how it gets its fuel with no injectors, that right in there is the pump, I think. And it has lines down in there that come around to the back. And each one of those lines goes into the back of the head. And it just goes in through the intake cavity. And when the valve opens, it sucks fuel in. Is how I know, just straight injects the fuel into the head. with one line for either side on the back of the heads. And then it's got an air pump up here, and it has a hydraulic pump back here, so that's kind of cool. You can see where the stack has got the block all oily from when it was upside down and they started it, I'm gonna guess. And since the starter is bad, my grand idea to try to start it would be loop a tie-down strap around the harmonic balancer, hook it to the back of the Ranger, and send it that way. That's the flatbed Ranger, by the way. While someone's spraying ether in the suckerator, and hopefully it'll pop off and fire. Oh, there's the 10-speed, by the way. 10-speed Eaton. And it's an air actuated. It's like a 5-speed with the high and low. So, I guess I will get started pulling that apart, wrapping my strap, take a pipe wrench and check if it's free. But long story short, this motor was for the 70. I shouldn't have bought it. It obviously was not a good decision. It's amazing what marketplace will make you buy, think you need, can't live without. Apparently it was this. So, hopefully it'll run, and for the second truck I bought on marketplace for this motor, hopefully it'll run and I can put in that, instead of me having a broken motor in a second truck that needs a motor. And just a little side note, I already filmed the video of the truck I bought for this motor, part 3 of the Dub Cummins build. So now I'm filming part 2, if that makes any sense. Which it doesn't, because it's what I decided to do, so of course it doesn't make sense. Never mind on that. And a little junkyard tip. If you go around junkyards looking for free motors, as in not stuck, free spinning motors, if you don't like digging around for a socket, if you don't know what socket the motor takes, you can take a pipe wrench, if you can fit it in there, and you can open up the jaws part way and put it over the harmonic balancer lip and turn it that way, just to check if they're free. Or if you're lazy like me, that's how you do it, instead of finding a socket. And it is free. I'm gonna go one full spin on it. Might as well show you a little clip. Probably need to shrink it down a little bit. Just over the harmonic balancer. And also, if you wanted to try to unseize a motor by putting lubricant in the pistons, you could also put a pipe on the end of a pipe wrench and put a lot of weight on it overnight, and that works all right. Rather than not being able to put enough pressure on a nut. Okay, I have that all tied on there, but kind of having bad feelings about this. Maybe I should just go buy a starter. except for a starter's 350 bucks, and it might be a bad motor. So I don't really care to spend that much on a bad motor. And it'd be unreturnable once I use it. Plus I have to buy batteries, and that'd be about 600 bucks for round 3. So we're gonna just yank it with a truck today. And I have a chain, but I forgot and left it at work. But I do have this 20-foot, 2,800 pound tow strap in my truck. I haven't used yet, from Harbor Freight. So let's give that a try and see if it holds up. I tried this once before and used a chain, but it was all muddy, so my tires were slipping. So it didn't work very well, plus it's probably a bad idea, so it doesn't work very well. But just maybe it'll work out. So I got an operator in the truck. Let me make sure you're on the right camera view. Yeah. Got an operator in the truck. I'm going to spray some ether and they're going to take off. All right, go. Well, it starts. It threw the throwout bearing. I might have a video for you on that. But basically, as a throwback, it just shot this, you saw. I'm going to show you how to replace your throwout bearing. Now, here's how a new good one looks. And here's the old one if you look up in here. There's the old throwout bearing. And here's how you replace it. How you replace the throwout bearing. You throw it out and replace it. How you remove a throwout bearing is you take it and you throw it out. Hopefully I don't need a new one of those. So I shoot water on the cars and everything and run. Let's just see if I can keep it running without it throwing projectiles and such. And I think it'll run, but we blew a belt off. See water on everything all the way over on this car. So it started on that pole, and now we're going to try to start it again. Maybe I can keep it running this time. I was afraid it was running away last time. Okay, go. Sounds good. I probably shouldn't have been playing around with it with ether that much. Probably not the most healthy thing for it. But it ran. I didn't hear any rod knocks or anything. It burped out a bunch of water, so that was not good, or it was good. One, because water's out of it, so that's good. Not good with water in it. I think I'm good to get a starter and batteries and throw it in a truck and build a truck for stuff. This isn't a very complete video, but it runs. Once again, triple nickel Cummins, 555 Cummins. They came in big versatile tractors, ag-gator stuff. They came in a few old semis, I think. And they're a higher RPM V8 motor. There's a lot of mixed reviews on whether they're a good motor or a bad motor. Hope it's good. I'm putting it in a truck. I guess that's kind of a little bit about it, not very professionally. I'll probably, when I actually make a video, do stats and stuff on the motor, and we'll actually do a build with it. So look forward to that coming off. Thanks for watching Farmer Ranch Daily. I'm Gabe, and if you like the video, I'd appreciate a like and follow. And don't forget to ring the bell too if you want to get notified. Thanks.